You are watching Blunt Politics with Boston Brian.
Let's go. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming back. Today is Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. A day that will live in infamy. It is Liberation Day, April 2nd, 2025. A date that shall live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by its own goddamn president. What is going on? What is going on? It happened. It happened. We have officially become the second country in history to impose economic sanctions on itself. Second only behind Britain after Brexit. We did this to ourselves. We are doing this to ourselves. But before we get into everything that we have to talk to, let's bring in the chat. I want to say thank you to Hal for sticking on. I like his idea of going till 8:30 on Wednesdays. I really like that idea. Appreciate it. And I also want to apologize to the Major. I know we overlap on Wednesday nights. He does 7 nights a week. I do apologize. If anybody should know how difficult it is to kind of find spots in this space where you're not overlapping on somebody, I'm sure the Major will understand. And good luck to him. Everybody support Major Ojeda in his North Carolina run. Please support the Major. And thank you to Hal. Thank you to the Sparklers. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to the Lobsters. Hit the like button. Share it out. Let's fucking go. All right, let's go. Let's get into the chat. Let's make sure we say hi. Before I say hi to anybody, I just want to say thank you to the mods. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, all you guys that are here, making sure that chat stays safe, making sure people can get their opinions out while not feeling like getting attacked in the chat. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. All you mods. Hi, Diane. How are you? Hi, Mary. How are you? Stephanie, Regina, Jorgen. How are you? That's just a fun name to say. What's up, Jorge? What's going on? Alyosha, Becky, Sarah, how are you? What's up, Lauren? How are you? Floyd, what's going on? Keith, Raid. Let's fucking go, guys. I appreciate you very much. Lots to talk about tonight. Congratulations to Susan Crawford right off the bat for her win in the Wisconsin Supreme Court race after Elon Musk dumped, $25 million into that race. We'll get into a couple clips of her and her acceptance speech. Cory Booker, good Lord, Cory Booker. Cory Booker What what an unbelievable display, right? Regardless of what you think of his politics, regardless of what gripes you may have about Cory Booker in the past, the man will always have my respect. Hats off to Cory Booker for that heroic display. Now putting his name above a racist prick in Strom Thurmond, right? So we'll take a look at the moment he broke the record. We're going to take a look and talk about how the National Security Advisor, Mike Waltz, is only digging his hole deeper after the whole SignalGate thing. Now we're finding out that he's using Gmail. Not secure on either end. Not secure by any stretch of the imagination. So we'll get into a little bit of that. We also, oh boy, something that fucking, I don't know if it pissed everybody off as much as it pissed me off. But to see fucking Timu Liberace, right? Looking like, I don't know what he looked like. Kid Rock at the White House. After people and Republicans and Brian Glenn with his dumbass fucking question are going to go after Volodymyr Zelensky for not wearing a suit at the White House to meet the President of the United States. If you haven't seen it yet, wait till you fucking see what this man was wearing to the White House. When I say Timu Liberace, I'm giving him fucking credit. It looked like Timu Liberace and Ronald McDonald's crackhead son had a baby, and that's what fucking ended up at the White House. I don't know, but go figure on how we didn't do that. And obviously, we'll get into, I know Hal just covered it well, Donald Trump's speech. I definitely have to show at least a couple minutes of the beginning, but then I think in the second half, I might change up the show a little bit. We might look into something different in the second half. I want to leave a little bit of time. There's a lot to get into. I also have stuff in the email that we're going to talk about. But before that, make sure you hop out, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel. It's free to do all of those things. I really, really appreciate it. Drop those emojis in the chat. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Hit the like, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you like, whatever you don't like. That would be fantastic. Again, I'm Boston Brian. This is Blood Politics. All right. So, Susie. Thank you, Susie. And just my computer crashed. You're not even going to get into it. Not even going to get into it because it's just going to frustrate me. It's just going to frustrate me. All right. So let's get into. Of course, it just reset all the way. I had all these clips set up, all of them. I had all of them set up. Now I'm going to have to scroll back all the way. So bear with me. I do appreciate you guys. But yeah, after $25 million of Elon Musk's money, the interviews, the press conferences. Oh, thank you, WW. 13 months. Let's go. Greetings, gang. Grace and peace right back at you, WW. You can also become a member, channel member, just like WW has been for 13 months. There should be a button that says join or something like that just below me. About $1.99. $1.99 can get you just like this. Just right, just like the fantabulous people that have been here for months and months and months. So thank you, WW. I really, really appreciate you. And thank you to anybody else that gifts or super chats. Venmo's up in the corner. Venmo's probably the best way. I really haven't thought about it before, but Venmo goes straight to me as opposed to YouTube taking their cut. But it is what it is. Whichever way you can contribute, I'm not going to complain. And if you can't, don't worry about it. Hit the like, the share, the subscribe button, all free, all helps the show. Thank you very much. And I probably should have been scrolling as I was talking, but I was getting into it. All right, yeah. You know what we should do? Let me get rid of this first. Let's take a look at Donald Trump. Last I looked, is already responsible for taking about $2 trillion out of the stock market. So yeah, let's take a look at this one. Just let me just show you this real quick. Oh my Lanta! All right, so we're gonna do this one, and then I'll just add to the stage. There we go, guys. How's it going? Red is good, right? I just want to check. Red is good. Red's the good one, right? Down is good. Is down good? Which one is down? I don't know. I think down's good.
The big, fat, sloppy United States.
What are we doing to ourselves here, people? Oh, good Lord. People are memeing all over the place. Trends of the stock market. Clips of his video. Excuse me while I'm scrolling past these, but I probably should just type in. It'd probably be so much easier to do this way. So I do apologize. I promise. I swear I had this all set up. I had about 4 or 5 of these all set up right on the video, and decided to crash on me. Luckily, it came back up in time, so that's a good thing. I can't complain. All right. Oh, for crying out loud! Now it's gonna be the hardest thing in the world to find. Search filters. No, I don't want search filters. Speech. What do I do? Speech. It's got to be in one of these things. What's up, Edward? What's going? Yeah, red is bad. I thought it was one of those things. Let me see if this helps, because he's got a couple good clips of her, and I think we deserve to take a look at it. But like I said, finding it might be the difficult part. This is it. This is what I get. Give me some media. Give me something. Give me a video. Here she is. 33 seconds, 47 seconds. Let's do this one.
Happy birthday. I know how glad you are to see the TV ads end. So today, Wisconsinites fended off an unprecedented attack on our democracy. That's right. Our fair elections and our Supreme Court. And Wisconsins stood up and said loudly that justice does not have a price. Our courts are not for sale.
So she had a few good lines. That was one of them. I also like the one where she talks about she didn't really expect to go up against the world's richest man. I'm not sure which one it is, but let's just... So today, Wisconsinites fended off an unprecedented attack on our democracy. I think that's the same clip. It's one of these. I know it's one of these. Let's see here. Maybe this one? Nope, that looks like the same one too. Maybe try this one. So today... Well, for crying out loud. All right, well, you guys get the picture. Really big win, which should be a really big red flag for Republicans. Really should get their bootstraps loosened. They're going to need to stop pulling those motherfuckers up, because the way things are turning, and with tariffs, Trump's new tariffs that he's putting on, that people are not going to be happy about when they wake up and see their 401k in the fucking toilet. As a plumber, might not be a bad thing for me. I'm probably going to be fishing a lot of those things out. But, what are you going to do? Because, mandates, right? I guess it was a mandate, something like that, mandate, but, slim majority in both the House and the Senate. Hopefully nobody gets sick on the Republicans and gets everybody else sick. Liberation Day. Congratulations and welcome to everybody that's just joining us. Thank you so much again, Hal, for sending everybody over and staying on for a little bit longer. I do appreciate you, buddy. I do appreciate you. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in. That would be great. And happy Liberation Day. All right, so let me do this. I'm going to stop the screen. What should we do? Should we take a look at... let's take a look at Cory Booker in the moment he broke the record of Strom Thurmond, the racist bastard who spoke for 24 hours, Cory Booker, with, like I said, a heroic display, standing up there speaking for roughly 25 hours. So let's take a look at the moment he broke the record, which was a funny moment as well. So let's take a look at this one. Let me add this one in here. I'm going to do a little bit of this. And let's away we go.
John?
Would the senator yield for a question?
Chuck Schumer, it's the only time in my life I can tell you no.
I just want to tell you a question. Do you know you have just broken the record? Do you know how proud this caucus is of you? Do you know how proud America is of you?
Give it up in the chat. Give it up in the chat. Give it up in the chat for Cory Booker. Oh, my apologies. That's my fault. Somebody asked, was it close? If you were talking about the Wisconsin Supreme Court race, no, it was not close. It was called earlier than expected. The margin of victory was way wider than expected. It was a true ass kicking in every sense of the word in Wisconsin. So I apologize for not bringing that point up. I hope I make that clear. But yeah, give it up for Cory Booker. I know a lot of people are kind of, thanking him, but kind of asking what it was all about. And, the fact that so many people that I saw on Blue Sky and in other places that were listening to Cory Booker the entire time that he was on there, right? Like I was at work and from the moment I got up and I saw he was on, from the time I was working, got home. I mean, I have never listened to one thing for so long in my life. But the man poured his heart and soul out onto the floor. And, like I said, my hat's off and big respect for what he did. I mean, not only was the display, heroic and admirable, but the words that he spoke were also so true and so poignant in this moment. I know, sometimes, people think it might get a little corny, but I put it on you to go back and find anything that he said that was, either untrue or extremely hyperbolic or something that couldn't actually happen. Because the man was absolutely spitting fire for 25 hours. So, like I said, hats off to Cory. I appreciate his fight, his aggression. I appreciate him just, staging this event to raise awareness to the policies and the problems that he listed throughout the 25 hours. So, again, if you didn't catch any of it, there's clips to be found anywhere. Like I said, after being on for 25 hours, there's no shortage of clips or film to go out there and watch. But I would definitely advise anybody that hasn't caught any of his speech to definitely check it out. So let's check out this moment. Let's watch the rest of this.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Order. Order. The chair does not wish to take away from this moment, but I think the best way to honor this great accomplishment to our guests in the gallery, to make a rare exception and let you stand to show your appreciation, I will not constrain my fellow senators. Thank you. I'm Chuck Schumer. I have yielded for a question, and you asked me, did I know? I know now.
I mean, the man, it just was absolute, no bathroom breaks, no fucking food. Basically, because he was about to pass out from dehydration, they were bringing him glasses of cold water at the end. But, like I said, just a remarkable feat to even stand there without saying anything for 25 hours would be a remarkable feat. Never mind speaking from the heart about all the problems we face now in society, and recognizing the faults of what we have done in the past and what we need to do in the future. Right.
I want to not quite wrap this up yet. I don't want to wrap this up yet. My mom's senator. My mom's been watching. I know Catherine Cortez Masto has a podium in front of her. She can give me a rest. I'd like to go a little further if we can, just a little further. I love, and again,
I know people are trying to.
I mean, the man's a machine. The man's a machine, right? I mean, they're telling him, listen, you broke the record. And he's like, that's great. That's wonderful. But I got more to say. So, like I said, just a remarkable feat. Nope, that's not what I want. A remarkable feat from Cory. So, like I said, hat tip. Thank you, Cory, for representing us in such a fine way. I really do appreciate everything that you're doing and everything that you continue to do. So, yeah, like I said, just want to show my recognition to Cory. So, yeah, like I said, give it up for Cory in the chat. Make sure we're recognizing the people that are, going out there and creating awareness. And like I said, April, what is it, the 5th, I believe, on Saturday in Boston, there'll be a protest. So I'll definitely be heading in there. So you guys will be catching, I don't know, either some footage on the next show or maybe an impromptu fucking live stream from the protest. So yeah, anybody heading down there, make sure you're staying loud, staying proud, keep your head on a swivel though. Make sure you're staying safe, stay smart, please. Stay smart. That would be fantastic if everybody came home safe. So yeah, everybody do your part, do whatever you can. Let's fucking go, right? Let's fucking go. All right. So thank you, Cory. Let me see. I know I have way too many things open. I'm probably freezing and I do apologize. What's up, Jimbo? What's happening, bud? What's going on? Yeah, I don't know if, believe me, I have enough trouble getting this thing to work. So you stay smart. I border on like crazy, outlandishly aggressive, risky, and then sometimes I'm smart. So it's up in the air with me because I don't take well to people, I don't know, starting trouble, so to speak, right? Or like harassing people or, that sort of thing. I don't take kindly to that sort of thing. And I don't really tend to go by and shut my mouth, right? Like you see the videos of people getting mugged in the streets or whatever, and the fucking people just walking by like they don't see anything. I don't know how the fuck you could do that. You people make me sick, honestly. Not to go off on a tangent, but anybody that could walk by somebody getting beat up or harassed or, fucking robbed or whatever the hell it may be, and you don't do anything or say anything or fucking react in any sort of way, you make me fucking sick. Get that off my chest. I just want to get that one off my chest. All right. So again, I just want to hop into Mike Waltz. Right. So if you didn't think SignalGate or Whiskey-gate or whatever you want to call it, the leak on the Signal chat of 18 of our top officials in this country talking about the most sensitive information about a United States attack not passed by Congress. I just want to put that in there. I don't know. Again, everybody's focusing on the fact that the information was leaked instead of the fact that we're striking people. We're not technically at war, but I guess that's an aside. We'll deal with another day. But yeah, Tim, it seems to be the man with the target on his back at this point, right? He just cannot fucking win. He just cannot win. He's the guy, right, that went on and said he got sucked in, or the reporter that was in the group chat got sucked in. Like, if you were 7 years old and you got in trouble with your parents for something over the phone, that excuse wouldn't work for you, right? Like, your grandmother would be like, you can't get sucked into a group chat, sweetheart. I'm sorry, right? She'd probably be like,
go fuck yourself.
Because there's no possible way that's going to happen. That's not a thing. But anyway, just so happens that, not only was he using Signal, but now we come to find out that he was using Gmail to talk about this. And this is Democratic House Rep Subramaniam. Yeah, sorry, I had this right the first time. I promise I had this right. Subramaniam. So I want to get that right. That's my apologies. I had that. I swear I practiced that and I got it right like 3 times in a row. I'm like, oh, I'm going to nail that one. Definitely going to nail that one. Didn't nail it. Didn't nail it at all. Didn't stick the landing. All right. So let me put this on the chat. Put this on the screen here. This is him questioning an official. So basically, this is him pressing a witness on the reports that Mike Waltz used Gmail to share sensitive information in the subcommittee hearing on, quote, state-sponsored cyber attacks targeting critical U.S. infrastructure. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Put secure information and classified information on Signal in the first place. And just yesterday, we found out that Mike Waltz's team uses Gmail to communicate as well. Mr. Blaze, is Gmail vulnerable as well if you're sending information, classified or sensitive information to and from people? I would say it's probably more.
Yeah. I'm going to say that's a problem. I'm going to say that's a problem because anybody that thinks that Gmail is like, a secure way to send, I don't know, personal information without the thought or, the risk of it getting, hacked or stolen or some sort of cyber. I don't know what you're doing, right? I don't know what you think, but that's not a thing that you can just nobody's going to be able to see that. It's a possibility. It's a possibility.
More than Signal, correct?
That's right. Well, Gmail isn't even end-to-end encrypted, so.
Not right. So basically what he's saying is that whole Signal thing that we were talking about. So Signal's encrypted end to end, at least, right? At least, unless you invite fucking Vladimir Putin or some reporters in there, and then you're fucked. I mean, then you're fucked. But Gmail, as you're about to hear, is not encrypted on either end. Which means somebody could hack your password. It could be hacked. They could hack your phone. They could hack the phone of the receiver. I mean, it's just
vulnerable to attacks on both the device and the network itself and Google's infrastructure.
And has Gmail been infiltrated in the past for national security information?
Yes.
And can you tell me, do you remember any instances of that?
There are many.
Honestly, I wouldn't even know. I don't even have plans set up yet or anything. So once I get the old planage set up on what I'm actually going to do and where it's going and all that, we can figure out a better plan. But I'm sure it's going to be extremely, extremely hectic. Hopefully a lot of people show up. I would love anybody in the area that could possibly get down there. Get down there. Show your passion. Like I said, show the people that they're not alone, right? The other people going down there, they don't want to look to their side, their right and left to see nobody. They want to look to their right and left and see people that are in the same position with them, ready to fight, ready to go, right? Ready to go. That's what I believe. So yeah, once the planage is all set, we'll figure it out.
Any ways to attack a Gmail user? The most common is to obtain their passwords or other access control, and essentially log in as them with full access. And
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It sounded like he said full access. Was that full? Did he say full access? Let me see. I think I can do this. Ready? 10 seconds back. Start it again. Oh, don't be stupid.
Common is to obtain their passwords or other access control.
Okay.
And essentially log in as them with full access.
Oh, okay. Full. So that's good. So what we should have we should definitely have the National Security Advisor to the President of the United States then, probably using that for, I don't know, secure information and details that only his staff or above should be privy to, even if they are, it's probably a need to know basis, right? This information. If you don't need to know, then you don't see it. That's the whole point of it. So everybody doesn't know. I mean, do we not know what a secret is? Do these people not know the key to a military attack most times is the fucking element of surprise, right? So if you warn the enemy ahead of time, it's going to change their tactics and how they defend against. I mean, it's common sense. You like I said, you don't have to be a 4-star general or a fucking admiral to understand this.
And this happens so often that it's almost impossible to single out a single instance.
This happens so often, talking about, shit being hacked on Gmail, that it's almost impossible to identify a single instance. That's good. So National Security Advisor sending information. That's good.
But, state actors are notorious for this sort of attack.
And I think
in state actors, you're talking about, I don't know, people that work for Vladimir Putin, fucking Xi Jinping, Kim Jong-un, those people. You talking about those people? Okay, good. Just making sure it wasn't the worst people on earth that could possibly hack into that situation. That would be terrible. All right, so yeah, that was just. It's just amazing to me. And if I look this up, right, let's see if my computer doesn't crash. Waltz Gmail, right? Let's see, what's the best one to go to that's not going to crash the computer? I have to start finding out like what websites have the least amount of fucking pop-up ads. All right, share this instead, right? All right, national. Oh, fuck off! As soon as I say it. All right, National Security Advisor Mike Waltz reportedly conducted business via Gmail. All right, latest security flap against focus and scrutiny on Waltz after he earlier added journalists to Yemen war planning chat, which is the one we know about. Let's see here. Mike Waltz about use personal Gmail accounts to conduct government business. The apparently use of Gmail, a related and secure method of communication for high-level government officials, places further scrutiny upon Waltz, who is already under pressure after adding a journalist to a group chat on the commercial Signal app, where top U.S. officials then planned and celebrated a U.S. airstrike in Yemen last month. The revelations of the Gmail use come from Washington Post, which said it reviewed documents and interviewed 3 unnamed officials about the apparent security lapse. Waltz had, quote, potentially exploitable information sent to his Gmail, such as his schedule and other work documents, the Post reported. So I'm just going to throw this out to the chat, right? And again, like I said, you don't have to be an admiral, a 4-star fucking general. If the enemy, right, let's say Russia, China, North Korea, pick a fucking enemy that we have, were to know the whereabouts, the schedule, the time of arrival, the dates of, say the national security advisor and, possibly, 18 of the top officials in our government. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm just curious out there. I don't know if I could do a poll. Is that good or bad if they know exactly where all our top officials are and their schedules? I'm going to let that one sit for a little bit. Right? So one of Waltz's aides in the National Security Council, meanwhile, allegedly used Gmail for more sensitive material, such as discussing military positions and weapon systems with colleagues in other government agencies who use their government issues accounts. So people lower in the chain used Gmail to discuss military positions. Again, I throw it out to the chat. I mean, do I have to speak like a baby? Let's see here. I think I can do this. Let's see. I'm gonna do.
How's this? Is it better if I speak like this? Maybe if I speak slowly, right, and I talk like this, maybe that'll help. But it's a bad thing. It is a bad thing, very bad thing. You don't want to do it. Very bad thing to tell your military positions to your enemies. You don't do this. You don't want to do this. This is bad. Not good to talk about military positions and weapon systems on Gmail. This is not what you do. It's very, very bad, okay? It's not good. I'm going to tell Mommy. If I tell Mommy, she's going to be very mad. Because Vladimir Putin could see this. And if Vladimir Putin sees this, he could kill you. Okay? Sorry.
Back to normal. All right, my bad. That was my fault. I figured if I talked like a baby, maybe it would get through to people a little better. You know what I mean? Everybody loves a baby. People love kids. So, all right. No, I'm still trying to introduce my RFK Jr. button. Maybe then you can come back at me, little hack. We can talk then. We'll have that discussion. You want to Tom? Hold on. Tom Holman is still really mad because he's only got planes with like 10 or 20 people on, even though he said he's gonna deport like millions and millions of people. But so far he hasn't really done that. But he's still really mad at AOC. I'm really mad at AOC for giving people their rights and letting people know their rights. I don't like that. But I'm Tom Holman. I'll report to you next time. I'm out. Thank you. Yeah, Tom's a dick. And it's funny that I can only do his voice by literally holding my lip down. Oh, jeez. All right, let me get this out of here. All right. So we can all agree that's bad on top of the Signal chat thing. Mike Waltz probably, if I were to say, has the biggest target on his back. Again, Pete Hegseth and everybody else involved. Just think of this. What should actually happen here, right, is they should all resign or they should all be fired. Anybody involved with this, anybody involved with the Signal chat, right? But that would leave the United States in the most vulnerable position probably in this nation's history, with no CIA director, no FBI director, no vice president of the United States of America, no DNI, no national security advisor, right? And the list goes on. So we'd be without those positions, struggling to fill those positions for God knows how long, right? What position would that then put the United States? So they almost got us by the balls on this one. But somebody's going to have to be scapegoated. It's going to have, if this continues, and again, I have no faith. I really don't. People are really fucking like, they think this story's going to stick around, the whole Signal thing. I don't have faith in the American people. I don't have faith in the American media or their fucking memory span to have this be the issue that it should be going forward, right? To have this be the focus that it should be going forward. Other things are going to happen, the tariffs and this and that. It'll get fucking pushed to the back burner. It will. It'll get fucking pushed to the back burner. But our job, or my job as somebody in front of the camera, as somebody with a fucking microphone in front of my mouth, is to keep bringing this up, is to keep alerting the American people of the dangers they are facing by having absolute fucking morons run this country. To have absolute fucking morons in the most important, right? In the most important positions this fucking government has. What's up, human being? What's up, Steph? How are you? What's up, Twitch? What's up, Keith? Yeah, it's unbelievable that the story, it's almost they won't let it die. It's almost like Mike Waltz won't let this fucking die because, again, the more we learn and the more the Washington Post digs and the more that fucking other reporters find out, we can guarantee that they've already, did they subpoena the Signal chats? I believe they did subpoena the Signal chats, right? So God knows what we learned from this, but bad thing to be discussing military positions through Gmail. If you're working in the government, if you're working under the National Security Advisor, bad thing to be receiving your plans, your fucking detailed locations and times and dates of where you're going to be through fucking Gmail. Me and you, we can do that. Nobody's fucking coming after us. Nobody's looking for us. Nobody's hacking into our shit to trying to fucking find. Then it's not happening. But if you're the National Security Advisor to the United States of America, somebody's going to want that fucking information. So use the channels that we already have. Use the skiffs that we already have set up. Use the channels that we already have set up for this. I mean, it's nothing new. I mean, the United States military didn't learn yesterday. The CIA didn't learn fucking yesterday. The FBI didn't learn yesterday that we shouldn't be giving out our military positions, talking about our fucking weapon systems, and giving times, dates, and locations of airstrikes to the fucking enemy before we strike it. Jesus Christ, I'm fucking throwing everything. Right? I mean, come on. Come on. All right, and last thing, let me stop this. Last thing before we get into Trump's speech is, okay, let me close this. Maybe my computer's going to start going a little fiesta. Maybe it's going to go a little fiesta now that I close these. Jesus Christ, that just scared the shit out of me. All right, now I'm going to pull this one back up for you guys because it closed on me. Let's see here. But make sure you hit that like button, guys. I really do appreciate you joining me. I'm Boston Brian. This is Blunt Politics. Just kind of calling out the bullshit of the mainstream media. Sitting down with friends and family and hashing out politics like you would do. No talking down to you. We learn together. That's pretty much how it goes. So I appreciate it. 1-877 cash for comrades. I like that. I like that. Thanks, Barbara. I like that. Appreciate you. Make sure you hit the like button. And thank you to everybody watching. All right. So this is something that honestly infuriated me beyond belief. Shut the fuck up. Sorry. I was talking about the video. It always plays when I put it up. All right. Let me bring this in for you guys. I'm only going to play a short few minutes of this, so don't worry. It's not like we're going to go through the whole thing. But I have to say my piece on this. I have to say my piece on this. I really do. So to set this up, take you back a couple weeks. Volodymyr Zelensky sitting in the White House with Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, gets questioned by Brian Glenn, who I will preface this by saying dates Marjorie Taylor Greene. So we can all, figure out what his taste is, really. So asked Volodymyr Zelensky, do you own a suit? How come you don't wear a suit? Is it disrespectful? Don't you think it's disrespectful not to wear a suit to meet the president of the United States of America? Even though you're going through a war, you've been at war for fucking, 3 years? You fly around to the front lines. You fly around to meet dignitaries. You're always on the go. Now, I want you to just let that bring the memories back on that, and then berating Volodymyr Zelensky and him sitting there with no fucking help, right? Just sitting there with a fucking crowd of people, like a fucking crowd of fucking, I don't even know what the hell you call it, hyenas, a pack of hyenas. Okay, now I give you this. What is this? What is this, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, what is this? I'm sorry. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Guys, do we see the hypocrisy here? Are we catching that just a little bit? Are we getting a whiff of the hypocrisy here? Listen to this shit. Look at this shit. Fucking, like I said, Timu Liberace strolls into the fucking White House, right? Looking like he's on an acid trip from fucking Leonard Skinner's concert in fucking 1976. Sorry if that year is not right. Don't come at me on that one. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Good grief.
Bob, you want to say something?
Yeah, anybody it doesn't matter your politics. First off, thank you, Mr. President.
I mean, this is a joke, right? This is a joke. They did this on purpose. They must have. Okay, I know what happened. I know. Okay, first off.
Go fuck yourself.
That's first off. Second of all, they definitely met behind the scenes. And they're like, all right, what's the most fucking ridiculous, most outrageous, most fucking redneck bullshit looking thing you could possibly wear with the fucking hello, my lady, hello, my darling, hello, my ragtime gal top hat, right? What the fuck? Like, what's the most ridiculous possible thing I could wear, right? And go out there and we could like say, hey, look it, I can wear this. I can wear this and ain't nobody going to say shit. But somebody that's at war coming that we're supposed to support because we said, hey, get rid of your nukes and we'll fucking support you in case this exact fucking thing happens, right? But that guy can't. But let's show that I can look like an asshole, the biggest asshole you've ever seen in your life, right? And you won't say anything, and you won't say a goddamn fucking thing about it because I don't know, fucking. Why I don't even know, like, because the hypocrisy is like too much to fucking figure out. I can't fathom in my brain how he can look at that and be like, that's okay. But Volodymyr, how come you don't wear a suit? Fucking unreal. And I tell I'm not going to play this. Believe me, I'm not going to subject you to that nonsense. All right, so we see I mean, come on. What are we doing here, folks? What are we doing here? Trump's tariffs. I mean, we've talked about how they're deporting, right? LGBTQIA hairdressers because of mom and dad tattoos to some fucking remote prison known for its beatings, stabbings, rapes, fucking corruption in a foreign fucking country. What are we doing? How much of this are we going to stand for? Right? This is on the American people now. This is on the fucking American people. We know what's happening. We know what's coming. We can't fucking be surprised by it. This is on you and me right now. How much are we going to stand for this? How long are we going to keep going to fucking work, keep doing our fucking routine, and letting this fucking guy totally destroy our economy? totally destroy our fucking way of life, totally destroy our relationship with allies that we've had for fucking hundreds of years. Trade partners, our biggest fucking trade partners, trade deals that motherfucker signed, that motherfucker did. He's responsible for the fucking the tariffs that he talks about with fucking Canada or Mexico. He signed the goddamn deal. He's arguing against himself. So now it's on us. Right? So these protests that are fucking sprouting out everywhere. Little ones are gonna sprout out here and there. We're gonna fucking boycott Tesla, right? Pretty soon those little boycotts, those little fucking protests are gonna grow into fucking one big fucking protest. And this government has no fucking idea what's coming. If they continue down this path and they continue to oppress the people, it only causes rebellion. You can only push us so fucking far. You can only take so much money out of our 401ks. You can only make it so hard to get some fucking eggs. You can only make it so expensive to fucking fill my gas tank. You can only make it so expensive to pay my motherfucking rent before we fucking snap. Before we look at each other and say, this is fucking done. I am fucking done with this. It's over. No more of this. I'm not going to go to work like I always fucking do to make this fucking shitty corporation with its fucking asshole billionaire CEO so he can buy another fucking private jet so I can come home and struggle to put fucking food on my table. That's not how it's going to work anymore. So it's on us now. It's on nobody else. We know who he is. He is who we thought he was. Playoffs? So sorry. I don't mean to fucking... Thank you, Tony. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. There's nobody around him who would tell him he could not have military fire upon protesters. I mean, again, I'm not calling for it. Again, I'm not advocating for violence. I'm not advocating for destruction of property. I'm not advocating for anything like that. I'm advocating for the people to use their God-given rights, to use their constitutional fucking rights to get out there and protest what has been years now of oppression, of CEOs making fucking 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000% more than the fucking workers are making. It can't continue like this. It's fucking, it cannot go on like that. So until we get up off our fucking asses, get out into the fucking streets, hold up some goddamn signs with a bullhorn, and wait till those fucking protests turn from one protest here and one protest there to say, oh, why don't we bring those together? Guess what? And then that fucking protest meets with another big fucking protest and the dates and the times, and it starts happening more. And that's when we put the fucking fear of God into this fucking government. We put the fucking fear of God into Donald Trump's eyes. When he fucking actually sees how much power the people actually fucking hold and how absolutely useless and powerless he will be, he will fucking cower into that bunker like he has before. And I will fucking eat that tear gas for lunch if that's what it fucking comes down to. All right. Rant over. All right. What time is it? 9:19. 9:19. All right. I got 10 minutes. I got 10 minutes before I want to start the second half of the show. So why don't we get into, we got to get into this dipshit. All right. So Donald Trump is his, I'm just, like I said, just going to play about maybe 10 minutes before we get into the second half of the show. Make sure you hit the like button. Share the show out, please. If you're on Blue Sky, if you're on Twitter still, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, if you're on Twitch, share it out, please. Say, hey, this guy sucks, or hey, this guy's pretty funny, or hey, this guy sounds like a moron. Whatever it is, share it out. Hit the like button. Hit the thumbs down. Put a fucking comment in. Put an emoji in. Comment after the show is posted. Anything you can do. I appreciate you guys. Taka, appreciate you. Norm, appreciate you. Tanya, as always, thank you for your services. I very much appreciate you. Tiffany, thank you. Rachel, thank you. George, thank you. Frida, thank you. FEMA, thank you. You guys are fucking great. All right, let's go. Sorry, that was ridiculous. Can't believe I just did that. All right, so let me add this to the goddamn stage. No, I don't want to do that one. I want to do this one. No, I don't want to do that one. I want to do this one. All right, make this bigger for you. No, good grief almighty. All right, here we go. What? I mean, Jesus Christ. Give me the strength. Just give me the strength. Give me the strength. We are 5 seconds in, and I'm done. Look at this blob of shit. Look at this fucking blob of bones wrapped in some fucking baggy, saggy orange skin wrapped in a suit. This is okay. All right, here we go. All right, all right. Wow, geez, gassy. A little gassy today. Guy's a little gassy.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Nice crowd. What a good-looking group of people. Well, we have some very, very good news today, and a lot of good things are happening for our country. Please sit down. My fellow Americans, this is liberation.
This is the most ridiculous day ever. As I have told people in my cabinet, this is an historic moment where we have again become the second country in the history of the world to impose economic sanctions on its goddamn self. So the 25% tariff on all automobiles entering the United States. Do you honestly think these car companies are going to say, you know what, don't worry about it, guys. We'll eat the fucking 25%. We'll eat that. We're not going to raise it. We'll eat that. You honestly believe that's what's going to happen? You must not know capitalism.
Liberation Day. Waiting for a long time. April 2nd, 2025 will forever be remembered as the day American industry was reborn, the day America's destiny was reclaimed, and the day that we began to make America wealthy again.
Make America
make it wealthy, good and wealthy. For decades, our country has been looted, pillaged, raped, and plundered by nations near and far, both friend and foe alike. American steel workers, auto workers, farmers, and skilled craftsmen. We have a lot of them here with us today. They really suffered gravely. They watched in anguish as foreign leaders have stolen our jobs. Foreign cheaters have ransacked our factories.
Hey, remember all those companies that
Foreign
left when we first came into office?
have torn apart our once beautiful American dream. We had an American dream that you don't hear so much about. You did 4 years ago.
4 years ago, you weren't president, you stupid motherfucker.
And you are now, but you don't too often, and for many years and decades even, you didn't hear too much about our country and its taxpayers.
Let me guess, groceries? Are you going to say groceries? Did we not hear about groceries? Maybe we didn't hear about groceries. Groceries is a new thing, if you didn't hear about that.
Have been ripped off for more than 50 years, but it is not going to happen anymore. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, because we just lost $2 trillion out of the stock market in 20 minutes. It's probably not going to happen because nobody can afford to do anything. So nothing's going to happen anymore. So thank you. My mom is now broke. Her 401k is done. She's thinking about fucking jumping off a bridge. But appreciate it. Thank you. Good Liberation Day.
What a fucking idiot this guy is.
In a few moments, I will sign a historic executive order instituting reciprocal tariffs on countries throughout the world. Reciprocal.
Rep McGovern called for a general strike at town hall. Are you talking about Saturday? Is that Saturday, or is that on top of what's going on Saturday? Sorry, I always pick stuff up in the middle, and I'm always lost. It's my fault.
That means they do it to us, and we do it to them. Very simple. Can't get any simpler than that.
You know what? Let me see if this works too. Let me see how this works. Okay. Can't get any simpler than that. My name is Donald Trump. I don't know if that's working, but it should be. Should be doing something to my voice, but I don't know what. All right, stop. Get out. All right, done. All right, sorry. Enough playing around. Enough playing around.
This is one of the most important days, in my opinion, in American history.
Dumbest day. Dumbest day in American history. The most ridiculous fucking day that will not be remembered. If he thinks somehow fucking April 2nd is going to go down in history, I don't fucking think if anything historic actually happened on April 2nd, people would remember April 2nd as a day to remember. It's just that's just a day you forget about. April 2nd, you think people go, oh, fuck, remember April 2nd? Yeah, that shit was great. Remember, 2020, remember that April 2nd, 2025 day? Like, no, I didn't. No, I don't. I remember what I had for fucking breakfast yesterday. What are you talking about? No, I don't remember what April 2nd was. Liberation Day? What the fuck was Liberation Day? Wasn't that 17th? Anyway.
It's our declaration of economic independence. For years, hardworking American citizens were forced to sit on the sidelines as other nations got rich and powerful, much of it at our expense. But now it's our turn to prosper and in...
I don't like when your hair flaps. It's really weird when your hair flaps. It's flapping. Is the glue... Did you use that... I'm guessing you used the same glue that the Cybertruck used to get that fucking mop on top of your head to stick? I think you need to recall your fucking toupee because your glue is unglued.
So doing, use trillions and trillions of dollars to reduce...
It's trillions. It's trillions, not trillions. It's trillions, you dumbass. Get some glue. Anybody got any Elmas? Who's got the Elmas?
our taxes and pay down our national debt, and it'll all happen very quickly. With today's action, we are finally going to be able to make America great again.
It's very distracting to have that flapping going on the top of your head. I'm not going to lie. It's very distracting. I understand a word you're saying. Excuse me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look, I can't understand what he's saying. Oh my god. It's just flapping on his fucking dome piece.
And
oh shit.
Later.
Sorry, Jesus Christ. It's going haywire.
Than
yeah.
ever before.
It's going haywire. But tell me that flat. Honestly, I can't look at anything else. I can't look at anything else. It's like a fucking cat's tail. If he turned around, I guarantee there's a cat's head on the back of that.
Jobs and factories will come roaring back into our country, and you see it happen.
Good grief almighty. People, you could take shelter under that fucking thing. If it started raining, the press corps could curl up underneath that fucking toupee and then stay dry. It wouldn't stick, though, because, again, he used the same glue they used on the Cybertruck, which is, again, fucking falling apart, falling to pieces faster than, I don't know, fucking candy in your mouth, right?
Happening already. We will supercharge our domestic industrial base. We will pry open foreign markets.
All right, shut the fuck up. This is just ridiculous horseshit. I'm sorry. I'm not going to subject you to this. Anything else?
Everyone was pretty good, I will tell you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, you. No, you. All right, you're doing a great job at the thing you're doing. The people you're working with, those people are fantastic at that thing. So keep doing that thing you're doing, Mr. Dude. Appreciate you. Thank you.
You're going to be very happy very soon. And you probably see what's happening with all of the, not only car companies, but car companies in particular. See it with.
Well, hold on. Let's do a live check. Let's do a live check on this fucking stock market. What's the stock market looking like? I know it closed, but let's see here. They got a current one 2 hours ago, 5 hours ago, 35 minutes ago. Let's see here. Stocks drop, bonds jump as Trump tariffs SAP risk, markets wrap. Honestly, we updated our terms. I don't give a fuck what you updated. Oh my God, it's one of these websites. All right, nope, I'm out. Nope, I'm out. Let's see. Stock futures plunge as investors digest Trump's tariffs. Dow futures tumble 1,000 points on fear Trump's tariffs will spark trade war. Let's see here. Stock market today, Wall Street rises. Oh, that was 4 hours ago. Another jittery day ahead of Trump's tariffs. I was ahead of it. Stock market today, Asian market slips. Apple stock is getting pounded. It's good. Things are going well. Seemingly. What the fuck? I mean, come on. There's nobody around him. There is nobody around him that has the financial fucking wherewithal, right? That has the background in exactly things like this. Could be like, hey, dude, Trump, let me talk to you for a sec here. This shit is fucking stupid, bud. You're basically just putting a tax on the American people, and the lower class and the middle class are the people that are going to feel that the most, right? Opposite of what you're supposed to do as president. What are you doing? What are we thinking? What's happening? Can you answer? No, you can't, because there's no answer. There is no good answer, because nobody fucking knows, right? Because we're living in fucking world. Everything's just... You wake up, you don't know what the fuck you're going to see on your phone. You don't know what the fuck... Oh, thank you, Ricky. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Total of... Ooh, I like it. All right, thank you. Appreciate you guys. 5 gifted memberships, thank you. And you can also give memberships right below me. I appreciate that. And anybody that's gifted, anybody that's shared, anybody that sent the Venmo, anything like that, you guys are saints. And the only reason this show keeps running. And in case you can't tell, I definitely have some sort of head cold going on. So I do apologize if I sound like shite tonight. That's not my intention. But all right. So for the second half, I'm going to do something a little bit different than we normally do. I'm going to switch it up just a bit. I hope you don't mind. It's my show, so I don't think you can. But, you know, I just wanted to kind of... We hear a lot about with the deportations that are now going on, and the American citizens and the legal citizens are now getting wrapped up in it. You know, we also heard talking points like, you know, we have an invasion going on across the southern border, right? We have an army coming across the southern border. It's all just military-aged men coming across the border. The people that are already here inside the country, they're a fucking military. They're an army, even though there's like 300, 400 Tren Aragua in the entire country or something like that, right? So if we're scared about getting taken over, the United States military, by a force of fucking 300 or 400 people, we got fucking other issues, right? I mean, there's other things we could probably focus on if that's what we're worried about as a fucking military force. But I did stumble upon this, and like I said, we've been told it's an army crossing the border. What I really want to show you is who these people are, what they actually fucking go through just to get to the fucking border, right? I want to show you that it, you know, you can see for yourself. Are these people coming here for malintentions, right? Or are they coming here to start a new life? But of course, because my computer crashed before, I now have to find the video again. So again, bear with me. But these are questions that I want to pose to you guys, and I want to have you guys see with your own eyes just what it takes. I mean, we as Americans sit in our fucking comfy homes. We sit on our computers, our fancy fucking setups, and you know, big TVs and air conditioning and heat, right? And we think we have it bad at some points, and I'm not saying you don't, but there's fucking levels to this shit, guys. There is fucking levels to this shit. And when you see some of the struggles and what people, families have to go through just to even get to the southern border, I hope will change your mind or give you a better perspective on, again, who these people are, what they want, what their intentions are. So let me just see. This should be in my history. That might be the fastest way to check this out. So just give me a second. Might have to scroll through just a bit. But it was a good, it just happened to be somebody that I watch, as far as I watch a lot of travel YouTubers, people traveling across the world, seeing different places, talking to different people. And one of the people that I watch is a channel called Bald and Bankrupt. And he had a video called I Was Trafficked Through the World's Deadliest Jungle. He's actually got two of them. It's a two-parter, I think. And then another one is I Joined the Most Dangerous Migrant Trailers, right? So this is one guy is a British guy, and I believe the other guy is Greek, right? They're YouTubers, but they're putting themselves through this to kind of document the journey that these people take on their route to the United States. And I think it gives a ridiculously good insight, a ridiculously good perspective on what it takes. Even just a portion. It's probably just a portion of what it takes for families, elderly, people with fucking little kids, pregnant women. Just wait till you see what they have to go through. And I believe it's this video here. Let me start this over. I can put it on the screen for you guys, and that would be fantastic. Present. That one. This one. That one. And at the stage. All right, what's the best way to do this? Probably this way, or is it this way? We'll do... This probably looks more YouTube-y, right? All right, we'll do this way. All right, let me make it big for you guys. And yeah, I just want to show you guys a little bit of insight, a little bit of perspective exactly on what these human beings, real human beings like you and I, have to go through, the struggles that they go through just to get to this country. And then think about how they're treated when they get here, right? Think about the government that they are fucking now facing, in the ICE agents that they're now facing, in their fucking policies that they've had in place and what they have to do now. People getting stopped left and right for fucking tattoos. People getting stopped left and right for, the wrong date, the wrong name on a document. That could be the difference between you going home and having dinner with your family, or you spending the night in a fucking, a remote prison in a country you don't belong in. So let's go.
The Darien Gap, considered the world's most deadly jungle, an inhospitable piece of land that, due to the many dangers it contains, has been off limits to outsiders since forever. But that is now slowly changing. With migrants needing a cheap way to get from South America to the United States, the Darien jungle has become the world's most lethal migrant route. Every day, thousands of desperate people from all over the world.
Look at that. Look at all the fucking military-aged males, huh? Look at that army. Look at the army of people just ready to come fight us with all their weapons and fucking tents, I guess.
Begin a journey in which they will risk disease, robbery by the cartel, injury, or something worse, to cross the deadly piece of land that separates Colombia from Panama. And despite the repeated warning...
Imagine taking... All right, can I pull up a map for you guys? Just to put this in perspective. How do I images? Just give me something I can zoom in on. Give me something I can zoom in. How's this? Oh, for crying out loud. Everything is just not what I want when I try to do this. All right. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. All right, here we go. Zoom out. Share this tab instead. All right. So now that you guys can see this, is that big enough for you guys to see actually? Or do I need to make it a little bigger? Let me know in the chat if that's okay sound wise, and if you need to make this this a little bigger. I could make it a little bigger, I think, but let me know. But yeah, I just want to show you on this where we're talking about here, okay? Where we're talking about. So just think of people, right? Let's just think of, I don't know, what do you want to think of? People from Guatemala, El Salvador, Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua. Where else should we think? I mean, Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador. Look at how fucking far they would have to travel on foot most of the time, just to get to the border here, right? Just to get to the border. Right? So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they're somewhere in here, right? I could be wrong, though. But just, I mean, oh, here it is, right here. Darien National Park. Some of the most inhospitable territory, some of the toughest territory to get through. And not only that, but they're on the way, they're getting robbed, beaten, raped, stabbed by cartel members. They're getting exploited, extorted by policemen all throughout the route. Right? People are dying. I mean, the shit that these people have to fucking endure just to get to the border is some of the most fucking heart-wrenching and some of the most commendable shit that I have ever seen in my life. And I'm sorry if this is, a little bit off topic, but when I saw this, there was just no way I wasn't going to try to share this with other people. And again, it's been seen over 5 million times, so it's not like I'm bringing this to anybody's attention for the first time.
Not to, I decided that I too would join them on their perilous walk, secretly filming my experiences and avoiding the cartel to report firsthand on the desperate struggle the migrants face in their search for a better future. Join me as together we enter the Darien.
Well, guys, now the trip gets a little bit more serious. We're now going to the bus station to find a bus heading north from Medellin to the town of Necoclin on Colombia's Caribbean coast, from where the caminantes begin their journey across the Darien Gap. Timmy?
Just going to skip forward a little bit.
Streets all through this town, waiting to cross the
I found this to be absolutely amazing. So some of these towns are like just filled with people coming from Venezuela, other countries around there, trying to make their trek up into the United States. It's truly heartbreaking. The situation, the people sleeping on the streets, and they're riding on tops of fucking dangerous trains with little fucking kids, and if we'll get to it, you'll see some of the people that are on the route that know these people are on top of the train that struggle to have food, water, no money. On this journey, the people will come out of their houses as the train passes to throw water and food and clothes and blankets and whatever they possibly can up onto the tops of the train, to help these people out on their journey. So again, just a little sign of humanity goes a long way, I believe. So let me check in. Let's go.
I suppose next couple of days, just all along here, caminantes, all up there, caminantes.
So when he's saying caminantes, he's just meaning walkers, right? The people that are walking, the people that are taking the journey, the people that are making their trek north towards the United States. But if you look, the entire town basically has people sleeping in different parts of it, and I mean, it's just unbelievable.
The town just
bigger, please. All right, let me see if I think this one's bigger, and then I can make. No, that's full screen. I'm not even sure if that is bigger. I mean, I could disappear, but I think I might get a copyright strike on that one. Let's try this one. This one should be all right for you guys, right? I just want to make it so it's enjoyable to watch. This one should be all right. Let's try this one.
Completely overtaken by people trying to get to North America. ¿A través de Darien? También, Estados Unidos.
La pulgana.
Sí.
Danger, mucho peligro.
¿Por qué?
First thing, listen, the first thing that he's warned about, they talk about, is how dangerous the journey is, right? Like I said, people in a desperate situation that have nothing, right? And these people show up. One's a Brit, one's a Greek, right? With fucking YouTube cameras, and obviously have enough funds to carry on this journey in a more fucking comfortable way, right? But are doing this to document the situation. But still, people in desperate times, desperate situations, sleeping on the streets. They see you with a camera. They think you might have a couple bucks. I mean, it's not too hard to put yourself in a situation where you can think something bad might happen.
Qué peligroso porque güera. Sí.
Because there are robbers that kill.
Oh shit.
Why is that? Because you speak Spanish, and I have about 10 words of Spanish. So they said I should just pretend I can't speak any language, just be like, oh, like a dumb person. So
the whole time they're trying to fight and stay away from immigration. Along the way, they also see different like NGOs have spots set up where, you know, the people traveling and the immigrants can take showers and get food and water and stuff like that. So yeah.
otherwise we're going to get robbed by the other Venezuelans, basically.
Even me, later on, I don't even feel it. I won't feel it.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop feeling now.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Look at all the people. I mean, these are all people. These are all fucking people making the trek, making the journey, waiting for their bus, waiting for the train, waiting for whatever they possibly can, their money to come through, the jobs, anything.
We stay here. This is where we sleep, on the street. Myself and Timmy have to be very careful. These people have nothing. And it's not only the cartel we need to be afraid of. It's the other caminantes who can rob us. If you fall asleep here, you wake up with your teeth kicked in and your bag gone.
You fall asleep here, you wake up with your teeth kicked in, and your bag gone.
So we have to be on guard constantly now. Anyone asks why I don't speak Spanish? I'm from Russia, escaping the war. Все будет хорошо.
How do you know everyone and everything? Bald and Bankrupt used to be tight with Roman, but they parted after the former showed himself to be too much of a skis. Bald and Bankrupt used to be tight with. So Roman is the Russian YouTuber, right? I used to listen to. I don't know. I'm asking. I know who you're talking about. He's the Russian YouTuber. Where is he now? Is he in Tbilisi? I think he's in Tbilisi. I could be wrong on that one though, but I like his stuff. He's actually he's you know he's definitely not a pro Russian. Let's just say that. But I don't know the backstory on this one. But Rachel seems to know everybody and everything.
Bus has just arrived with immigrants. This town is just an immigrant town. So this is people from all the poor countries around the world coming here to escape and get to America to build their dream lives. People from Haiti, Venezuela, Russia, Greece, Vietnam.
Look at the fucking people there. I mean, it blows my mind every time. When I saw this, I was like, what? I mean, I knew it was bad, right? We knew it was bad. We knew the immigration system. We knew these people were making a long, hard trek, right? Everybody says, oh, geez, the long, hard trek. It's a long, hard trek. Oh, it's hard to get here. Oh, geez, look at the people. They got to the border. Like, you don't know what these fucking people had to go through just to get to that border, right? Again, even if you're by yourself to try to get there, but add a family, add fucking older relatives, add a newborn, add fucking being pregnant, add bad weather, add no money, add no fucking, blankets, clothes. I mean, you can start to see, right? You can start to see what these people have fucking been through. So I'm going to skip ahead to where they actually take they get on a boat and then they have to get their card. Basically, they have to pay money by the cartel. They get a little card, right? Which means they're in, and then they get their guide and stuff, which is, you kind of see the insides here. Ready?
This is the first time anyone's ever done this from YouTube. So let's just see what happens. Hopefully everything goes well. And in 3 or 4 days, or however long it takes, I'm in Panama in the safety of Panama. But yeah, hang tight, get ready for an.
Absolutely, Orb Roma. You're absolutely right. La Bestia. La Bestia, it's called. It's a fucking one of the most dangerous things that I have ever seen. The most dangerous way to travel, possibly that I have ever seen. It's literally just a giant fucking train that people hop on top of, not boxcars where people can get in and be out of the weather and be out of the wind and all that. On top of this fucking train, which has a platform about this wide on top, right? People hooking themselves on. You got to sleep on the train. They're on there for fucking days at a time. It's unbelievable. It is unfucking believable. And you're 100% right, Obruma.
Adventure. See you in a bit.
Esta manilla se la van a poner cuando estén en carreto que ya me lo reciba el guía.
So this is, you have to buy this bracelet and then you meet your guide, right? So this is kind of the inner workings of how it goes.
Esta es la manilla que les permite. Ahora o después. Cuando ya lo reciba el guía que los va a recibir allá, los va a recibir en.
When you get there, you'll meet a guy named Juan Lopez. Yeah, I bet that's his name.
Juan López. Esto guárdenlo bien, no se lo dejen.
Keep these well hidden. Don't let anyone see them.
So we're saying goodbye now to the guide or the man who arranged our trip through the Darien. He's given us the name of a guy called Juan Lopez, an indigenous guy that we're going to meet somewhere. We pay him some money, put our bracelets on, and then we go through the Darien. Let's see what happens.
It's just the whole thing everywhere has got their hand out. The cops, I'll arrest you. The immigration, I'll send you back unless you give me this, unless you give me this. The whole trip, these people are going through this. And if it's not that, it's people trying to rob them. If it's not that, it's trying to people, it's fucking nut jobs trying to fight them or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean?
¿Todo bien, señor?
No, todo bien, todo bien.
¿Sí? ¿Seguro?
Seguro.
Gave me and Timmy a bracelet each. This bracelet is so we can join the other caminantes and be protected by the cartel.
All of this, he hasn't even made it to this isn't even the beginning of the journey yet. This isn't even the start.
If we went through without this bracelet, there's no chance of getting through. So this is what we're paying for, protection from the cartel.
Protection from the cartel. So this is their racket, right? You've heard about the racket. You've heard about how the cartel controls this and that. And well, now you're seeing it. You have to pay money, get a bracelet. I mean, this is the fucking system. They got a theme park system going on here, right? You get bracelets and shit. You pay money. Next they're going to have a fucking fob.
By having this bracelet. So we've been brought to a small town up the coast where this guy is going to hand us on to someone else who's going to take us in.
All right, so let's go on to his, I'll even fast forward to his journey as to not take up too much of your time. So this is the beginning right here, right? Crossing the Darien. Check this shit out. Yeah, play anytime now. There you go.
The following morning, members of the Gulf Cartel drove us deep into the forest to their camp, from where we would begin our hike through the Darien. The coyotes who escorted us constantly told me to stop filming. So what you're about to see is the footage I managed to take on the journey.
Hundreds of us heading to America.
Look at the military, guys. Look at the military. Look at that little girl. What is she? What do you think? She's a 3-star, 4-star general? Admiral? Huh? You think she's an admiral? Here.
I'm an admiral. Right? I'm just walking with my daddy, but the United States thinks I'm an admiral. For some reason. I just like fucking Hannah Montana and fucking whatever, but I guess I'm a criminal and a military member. According to Donald Trump and his administration.
Because they're fucking morons.
Every step we take into the Darien is one step further away from the safety of Colombia, deeper into the territory of the Gulf Cartel.
I mean, this is straight jungle trekking, right? This is not, walking on a fucking dirt road or walking on a paved road on a highway for a long time. This is trekking through the jungle, through rivers, streams, mud, rain, fucking no shelter, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Cartels all around you, people trying to fucking rob you, no food, no water, your clothes are soaked, your feet are soaked, your socks are soaked, your shoes are soaked.
Para Estados Unidos de Norteamérica por la selva del Darién.
¿Quieres cambio tu vida?
Great question. Do you want to change your life? Let's see what he says. Do you think he's going to say, hey, you know what? I'm going there to blow shit up. I'm going there to I am going to fuck shit up. I'm going to cause so much havoc. My plan is to go there and not work and not raise a family. I'm just going to suck off the tit of society and do everything the fucking Republicans say we do. What do you think that's going to be his answer? Let's see what his answer is.
Sí, quiero un cambio para mi vida porque no se puede sobrevivir de ninguna
I want to change for my life because there's no way to survive.
manera, ni en lo económico, no te descansa la mente porque por pensar en
Your mind never gets a rest. You're always thinking about surviving.
sobrevivir, no disfrutas tu vida, no disfrutas
You don't enjoy your life, your health, your family.
tu salud, no disfrutas tu familia, tu hogar, no tienes
You don't even have time to sit down and watch a documentary.
tiempo ni siquiera para ver un documental.
Wow,
What an awful son of a bitch. What a terrible guy, right? I mean, are these the people that we want around us? Is this the person that you want as your neighbor? The guy thinking about having a family and mental health and, watching documentaries and shit?
Amazing. The noise of the jungle, the dark green colours, untouched forest. Not many people from my country have seen this spot, that's for sure. Onwards we go down this river.
Again, look at the journey. And again, if you're just joining us, we're checking out right now the army, the military, the fucking, the military-aged army that is storming towards our southern border. As you're looking at it here, just people carrying kids, kids in fucking flip-flops, people in, fucking, what are they, Crocs and shit, right? This is who we're afraid of. These are the people that we're supposed to be afraid of. The people coming here looking for a better life, as you'll hear every single one of them say.
Across rocks and rapids, helping people as we go, kids screaming.
Free to ask, how many days, how many hours? I believe the trek through the Darien is a 4 or 5 day trek. 5 straight days of sleeping in a fucking tent in heat, humidity, bugs, soaking wet, muddy, no place to wash, no place to go to the bathroom with privacy, nothing. Trekking through the jungle.
Mum's panicking, dad's almost in tears, and put their children through this, all for a chance to get to the United States of America.
Look at it. How you're gonna imagine carrying your child. I mean, just think of carrying your child through, I don't know, the supermarket or fucking CVS or wherever you're doing your errands, right? How tired is your arm by the time you're done holding it? Imagine carrying it through the Darien fucking forest for 5 days.
Worse.
I mean, look at how dangerous this is. You gonna do this with kids in the rain?
Все хорошо. Это сложно. Да. So it's these bits of blue plastic that are leading the way out of the Darien Gap. Just every 100 meters or so, there's a bit of blue plastic, but sometimes they're missing. And when they're missing, you have to guess what your next move is. And just guess the one that you think is your best option. But we're only guessing. Just following this river downstream, hoping for the best. There's another blue flag hanging, so we know we're on the right track. Whew. Our lives depend on those bits of blue plastic.
We're having a little break in the middle of nowhere. There's a little camp that's been set up to get some food and some water. Yeah, I think Timmy's a little bit more nervous than me in this. He's getting a bit more stressed, but the reason for that is he understands what people are saying about this. My Spanish isn't that good. So when the guys are asking questions and saying like, hey, why do you think those Russians are here? Why do you think those Russians didn't fly directly to Mexico or something? Like, he hears all that stuff. I'm oblivious to it, so I'm kind of like taking it kind of blasé. But yeah, it is definitely dangerous being here. We're in the middle of nowhere. There's no laws. We're at the mercy of the cartel guides behind me in the camp. I've been told to stop filming numerous times, which is making me really nervous to get the camera out, which is why I've come some distance from the camp. But yeah, what to do? Just carry on, I suppose. Hope for the best.
I mean, honestly, it blew my mind seeing this. Again, I hope this brings as much insight as I hope it should bring to you guys, and what the people that the Republicans and Donald Trump love to demean and degrade and deport actually go through to get to the United States. Never mind go through the asylum process. Never mind, making it so you can fucking buy a home, have property, start a family. Just this alone is worth the respect. Is worth the admiration. Is worth the mutual fucking, like, is the just to respect these people, right? Just to give them fucking that.
Tak здесь у нас есть Colombia. Это Colombia, longitude, latitude, altitude. И здесь это на...
Now let's take a look. We'll fast forward a little bit to where they actually camp, right? Look at this. This is what I want to show you. Tell me this isn't an absolute fucking ecological disaster.
It's been the craziest experience probably of my life. I found Timmy.
Look at it. Look at the trash. Look at the fucking discarded clothes. Look at can you see on the side there? I mean, this once was a pristine, untouched piece of land. And I'm not faulting. I just want to make that very clear. I'm not faulting these people. When you're in a life or death situation, when you're in a fight or flight or survive at all costs situation, you got to do what you have to do, right? And it just goes to show how many people have used this trail, have used this trek, do this on a daily basis, and this will help you show. This will show you just how many fucking people actually do this. Check this out.
Finally, how do you feel?
I lost you for fucking 3 hours.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, maybe let's go. Where might kill us?
Look at this place. Oh, look, people come in. More people come into the camp, but look at the camp. It smells of shit. Look at the rubbish here. Everything that's been discarded. Look at the river. I've never seen a worse river. Look at it. Look at what's happened to the Daddy N. The filth, the stink. I wish you could smell what I could smell. Well, actually, I don't wish you could smell it because it's absolutely disgusting. The refugees are just shitting everywhere. I mean, no other choice. So over there on the other side, we're going to see this a little bit cleaner and bed down for the night. Me and Timmy in our one-man tent, both 6 foot, well over 6 foot. And we're going to bed down for the night. Look what my friend's shoes are. His shoes are absolutely destroyed by the Daddy N.
I mean, imagine trekking through. I mean, I'm sorry. I know. And I'm sorry. If this isn't interesting, people, I do apologize. But to me, this is just, I don't know, just cuts right to my fucking heart. I mean, can you imagine walking through the jungle with those shoes, right? Look at his feet. Thank you, Sheldon. And thank you, George, for becoming a member, buddy. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Hope you're well, my man. Hope you're well. But can you, I can't imagine for even 2 minutes, not even a second.
Oh, no, señor. ¿Qué tú vas a hacer?
A pie.
Morir.
Mira, puta madre.
La puta madre. Well, guys, we've set up our tent. There's a bit of our tent here by the river. We moved away from that filthy area. And we're here next to some river in the Daddy N. God knows what it's called. Timmy, it's been a long day, mate.
So after all that, right? After all that, what are you gonna do? You're ready for a lie down, you right? You ready for a little kip? Right? A little kippa? What are you gonna do? So you're sharing a fucking tent? Look at
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. He's crazy. This guy's fucking crazy, man. What's happening? I don't know, man. Our friend is fucking screaming to his wife, to his daughter. And then the daughter says, shut the fuck.
And on top of it, you deal with this stuff. You know, when you get a huge group of people around, shit happens, right?
Up to your dad. Oh, the woman says, are you gonna shut up? We're gonna fucking shut up. Oh wow. These Venezuelans don't mess around. Guys, we're in the middle of fucking nowhere. In the middle of Darien jungle. The most dangerous jungle in the world. We have no clue where we are. The only thing that keeps us alive is some cartel guys. And look where we are, in a freaking one-man tent. Me and Senor Calvo. Turn up, show your face. Hi guys. In this nasty environment. It's 40 degrees outside. Inside 60 degrees.
He's talking Celsius. So that's what I mean. So you don't even when you feel like you have time to rest, it's not comfortable. You don't get to fucking sleep. So 5 days in the jungle with no fucking sleep, basically sleeping on rocks and hot tents, soaking wet.
It's raining, and now we're going to spend the next 14 hours here. No complaints. We decided that. And showing the reality of the caminante. So it is what it is. Let's appreciate we're alive. And we take it from there, step by step. Senor Bolt eating breakfast in the jungle of Darien.
All right, so just skip ahead just a couple of seconds here.
View of the Darien Mountains, the Darien Forest. Wow, what a beautiful sight. If only we weren't so tired, exhausted, scared, we might actually enjoy it a little bit more. But there it is, the mysterious, dangerous Darien. Something just brought home the real danger of this trip for us, and that was a dead body, half covered in a blanket, a temporary cross made from some kind of tree, bamboo, just left by the side of the track. Not everyone makes it across the Darien. Hopefully we will. Oh, one more dead body. Oh, like I said, not everyone makes it up the Darien. Oh, man. Oh, this is a dangerous part. Check this out. Look how steep it is. Thank God it's not raining, otherwise we'd be totally screwed. As dangerous as it is. ¿Cómo está, hermano? Drew.
There he is. There's a soldier. There's one of the soldiers, guys. Woo, baby. There he is. Look at that. That's one to fear.
Wow.
We got to fear him. There's another one. There's another one.
Wow.
Look at this.
Kids look.
Bringing your kids down the hillside here.
A major step on the Darien, on the road to Estados Unidos. Look at this river. Once a beautiful river, now just trash from immigrants everywhere. Look at it, there's trash everywhere. But that's not something that I can worry about right now. Instead, we're going to continue down, follow the river downstream, until, I don't know, maybe we come across some Panamanian army, some camp to stay the night. I don't know. No one quite knows what happens next, what the next step is. So we'll just see. Push on, carry on. What an adventure. Oh, I don't know if you can hear this because my camera's full of water.
Families.
We're now marching down.
Families.
Well, further down the river in a tropical storm. Wow.
The rain started. We still don't know where we're going. We almost are all fucked
Unreal.
up. We all wet.
Unreal.
You can see all the immigrants. We'll be crossing over 40 rivers. But yeah, keep going. That was the ultimate experience.
This is fucking insane. This is insane. Just people trying to cross the river. We just crossed. Having to hold hands in this powerful river. And we have people from India and Afghanistan and China who just can't swim. So they're terrified. They're carrying babies. They're crossing this. Let's go and help out a little bit more. Guys, this is just so intense. The first 2.5 days were avoiding the cartel and all that kind of stuff. Here are some friends on the journey. Estados Unidos? Claro. People heading to America. The first few days we were worried about the cartel, but now this is insane what we're having to do. It's not a problem for me and Tim, big, strong lads, but for these little kids being carried by their fathers across these raging rivers, check them out. I mean, I've seen so many people come close to dying and drowning. It's pretty mental, but still we got to push on to tonight's base camp. Oh man, what a place. We stopped for the night at our campsite. Well, call it a campsite. Rubbish dump, basically, by the river, like every other place.
All right, ready?
There's Timmy Carter.
We've seen the truck, right? You've seen what they have to go through as far as the jungle is concerned, right? As far as the Darien is concerned, what they have to do to even survive. You saw dead bodies. He sees multiple dead bodies on this trek, just buried with fucking shallow graves and a handmade cross from whatever you could find. At the end of this, he tells a story. He ends up in a refugee camp, and there's a man in there that actually lost his wife, his kids, and his fucking wife's father in the rapids. He survived. He made it, but his kids and his wife and everything got swept down the rapids. I mean, just the most heartbreaking shit. And not only that, but when they're done with that, they got to deal with this. They got to deal with this. Ready? And this is, let me just make this a little small so I can get back. This is the La Bestia, or the beast, that Orb Brumer was talking about earlier, right? So let me get rid of this, play a little bit of this for you, and just check out this part of the journey that they have to go through. And tell me this isn't the most dangerous thing you've ever fucking seen.
This train, then join me.
Ask any migrant traveling from South America towards the USA which part of the journey they fear most, and they will all answer with two words. La bestia. The beast, as it is called in English, is the name given to the freight train which runs from Mexico's southern border north towards the country the migrants dream of building new lives in. But why is it called the beast? And why is it so feared by the people who use it? Well, because as the families cling to the tops of the carriages or perch themselves precariously near the wheels,
look at that. Are you shitting me? Check this out.
Constant risk of not just falling to their deaths, but also of kidnapped by the cartel, robbery by corrupt migration officers, not to mention the very real danger of freezing to death on the cold desert nights. And as my journey among the Venezuelan caminantes continued towards its final conclusion, I knew that if I truly wanted to understand the hardships they faced in their long trek northwards, then sooner or later, I too would have to confront the beast.
Good morning from a small town here on the Guatemala border.
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit.
For us, you'll see. Vamos.
Just the amount of people, the amount of fucking people is just mind-blowing.
No.
But you know how fucking dangerous this is to have little kids run around train tracks like this? Look at the train!
This is a train carrying cars, so it's not going to stop. We need empty boxcars. Esperando.
Ready? This is them. This is them going to get on. Check this out.
This is going to be a rough night if we're all on the roof. Shit, I was hoping that we were going to be inside. Yeah, camino. Contigo. Everyone's rushing to get on the roof.
Look at that. Look at that.
I have to wait all day. Children, women. Oh shit. Wow, this is fucking crazy.
Dude, it's a whole fucking train.
That's why they call it the beast.
The even crazier thing is the train drivers will rob and extort these people and say, I'm not stopping the train unless you give me money, or I'm not stopping the train on this day, or I won't go so far, or this or that. I mean, it's fucking unbelievable how many times these people are exploited before they even get to the United States to seek asylum.
Sí, ¿cómo?
And the kids obviously don't know, but they're just fucking fearless. They really are.
There's a pregnant woman trying to get up there. This is insane. Kids, little kids about 3 years old. Vamos. Lento. Vamos. Bien. Oh, gracias, señor.
Aquí.
Aquí, sí, porque...
You got literally enough space to sit down for your ass to fit on that thing.
Todo bien, todo bien. Wow. More people getting on and going to the back of the train, people finding their own places on the train. Fuck, that was crazy. Not for me so much, but for the people. Like one of the women with us is pregnant. 7 months pregnant. She's got
7 months pregnant. Imagine doing 7 months pregnant.
riding on the train tonight.
And now you think it's going to be nice? What do you think? It's nice journey? No.
¿Cómo sientes,
Look at
señor?
this.
Amigo Leonel de Venezuela. Vamos.
The army, the military guys.
Just think of all the kids on this train. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of kids on.
So they're not. So I feel no empathy for Russians. I don't know if this is to the fact that they were mentioned in Russians. So to clarify that, or this could be a whole side conversation, and I apologize, but they only said they were Russians, so that they tried to blend in a little bit more. They couldn't say they were from the UK and Greece. Obviously, that would be a little suspicious to people, not only the cartels but the immigration people saying, exactly what they said. Why the fuck don't you just fly into the United? I mean, you have a passport, you get money, you get it just in order to blend in a little bit. I believe they were trying to pretend that they were Russians, which is why they said that earlier. But again, if I apologize if this is to another comment in the chat.
On here, their parents carry them up onto the roof, putting them to bed. I mean, just crazy adventures for these children. Not only did they cross the Darien, they're now doing the Beast. Incredible.
Listen, all so far it's okay, right?
Yeah.
The biggest challenge is 1 a.m. to 4:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
That's when the freeze air is coming. Right?
Freezing air.
I have a nice blanket here.
Jimmy's got a blanket. Jimmy's got a blanket. What an arsehole.
Gotcha.
Jimmy
My
went to the
fault.
shop-
My fault.
Went to the shop and bought himself one blanket. All I've done for him on this trip. Promoted him, grew his channel.
Wait do you see, Vin? Wait, check this out. Wait, I mean, obviously everybody thinks, oh, desert, Mexico, hot, right? Everything's no. Deserts get really cold at night. Mexico can get really cold at night.
Montaste en el tren, pero es la única, es el único sitio donde podemos montarnos como una economía, porque si nos ponemos a pagar, imagínate, nos cobran 200, 100, el pasaje nos lo cobran doble. Desde Yuchitán a México, a Ciudad de México vale 300 pesos. ¿Y cuándo se lo cobran a uno? 1.500, 1.500, casi $100 te cobran el pasaje, te lo cobran el triple.
So again, they're extorting these people. They're not charging regular prices. They're not doing regular fucking business. They're extorting these people because they know they're in a desperate situation and they know they have to do certain things. They have to get to certain places, and they will probably give up anything to get there. And everybody along the way, not everybody, excuse me, I shouldn't say everybody, that's wrong. But there are certain people along the way that are ready to exploit them at every cost.
¿Qué hace la gente si viene el tren? El tren no va a pagar. Era un poco más peligroso, pero porque uno puede perder un brazo, una mano. Mucha gente que ha perdido brazos, manos, se han matado.
People are throwing bottles of water.
All right, so this is the part I was talking about, and thank you so much, Greg. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I really appreciate you guys. Anybody that contributes to the show, like I said, I don't take any sponsors. I don't think I'm big enough for any sponsors to want me, but if they did, I wouldn't take them anyway. I'm trying to build this from the ground up, from nothing, from scratch, from zero, with your help, with your memberships, with your Patreons at patreon.com/BostonBrian. Any way that you can help, donate in memberships. Like I said, Venmo, fucking whatever it is, $1.99. I don't care. I appreciate it. Every single person that contributes, whether it be a like, share, subscribe, comment in the chat. You guys all mean just as much to me. So thank you, bud. Appreciate that. All right, just a couple more minutes and I'll get you guys out of here. But I just wanted to show you this. I've been talking about, how dangerous it is and the people exploiting them. But now that kind of flips and turns on its head when you see the compassion, the empathy of these people you're about to see, trying to help the people that they know are in a serious place of need. So this goes back to how we talk about the Republicans being good Christians, and how they talk about being good Christians, and taking the shirt off your back if someone's cold, and giving them water if somebody's thirsty, and giving them shelter if they're homeless, that sort of thing. That sort of is what you're going to see right now.
Water and food up to the caminantes down here in this village.
So these people came out, and he'll go on to say it's midnight when they're going through this town. These people have come out of their houses at midnight. Again, not in an affluent part of town, not well off by their own regards, in their own standards, right? But somehow come out at midnight full of buckets of water and food and clothes and blankets, and they will come out and they will toss them up to the people traveling.
Gracias. Gracias. Medicina. Oh, gracias, gracias, gracias. Tengo. Gracias, gracias. Wow. They're just like chucking everything at us. Bottles of water. Whoa. Gracias.
I mean, again, in a desperate situation, in a situation that has nothing but peril and heartbreak, it is really, really good to see the compassion of human beings still being on display, still being shown, and obviously, humanity, seeing that the humanity is still out there in people, and people that don't have much, and probably people that don't have anything, still willing to come out of their houses and give what little they do have to people that are in a less fortunate situation than themselves.
Someone threw a big sweater on board, and I need this sweater, trust me, so I'm absolutely freezing. Wow, you got to say, Mexicans are the greatest people. To come out of their houses at midnight and to throw food and medicines and sweaters and everything else for the caminantes, that says a lot about the nation and its people. Gracias.
I mean, again, throwing up food, bread, water, clothes, sweaters. I mean, look at them all. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, we're talking hours and hours and hours of just torture, right? This is when the sun comes up.
You feel like
and it's great. Again, the humanity and the compassion and the empathy is still shown even in these situations, right? I mean, the bonds and the relationships that he makes upon this journey, to see how nice these people are, to see how caring and giving these people are, and not to let the odd, a desperate person who goes around and maybe causes mischief and harm and, the cartels, but the people on the journey, right? The people making this trek, the smiles on their faces, the joy that they still bring to that is still brought to their lives every single day, even though they're in the most dangerous situation they could possibly be in, the lowest, right, the most vulnerable they've ever been. They still have the humanity and the ability to smile. It's pretty cool.
all these people here on the Bestia, look at them all, hundreds, and amigo aquí. ¿Cómo dormiste? Nobody slept on this train. It was terrible. No one slept a minute. It was so cold.
Diarrea tenía.
Diarrea. En la noche. En la noche.
En la noche, cagar.
So yeah, man, bro, fucked up here. So man, when we see the.
I don't know if we'll see it in this, but that kid with the llama shirt on goes on to say, he's asked, why are you traveling to the United States? And he said, my grandmother died so many months ago, and I had always promised her, I had always told her, I had always said to her that I would go to the United States someday and make something of my life. So now he's proverbially grabbed his balls, and he's doing exactly what he told his grandmother he would someday.
Look how they tied the kid on. Look how they tied the baby on to the train so he doesn't fall off. Hola, Chris. Wow. This is so, sí, para seguridad. Sí. ¿Todo bien dormiste, Chris?
¿Dormiste bien?
No, nada. Frío.
You have to tie your kid onto the train, right? Because you're scared he's going to get up in the middle of the night or walk away when you're not looking at him and fucking fall off the train, right?
So that's what they do. You have to tie your children onto the train so they don't fall off in the nighttime. So obviously it's very dangerous. And so that's why Chris here has this here to keep him on the train. Bueno, Chris, ¿qué es tu plan? ¿Qué es tu plan entonces? ¿Por qué tú quieres usar la bestia? ¿A dónde?
Para llegar hasta la frontera.
¿Sí?
¿Cómo hacemos para llegar a Grecia?
En Estados Unidos, ¿qué tú vas a hacer?
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to commit crimes? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do what Donald Trump says everything you can do? What are you going to do? What's he say? Work.
Yo decidí viajar porque
I decided to travel because my grandmother died 6 months ago.
hace 6 meses murió mi abuela. Hace 6 meses. Y mi propósito siempre
My goal was always to get to the United States.
fue ir a Estados Unidos.
Okay.
Tengo un hijo en Perú
I have a son in Peru with a Peruvian woman.
con una peruana.
Claro, claro.
Se llama Mateo. Y decidí viajar.
His name is Mateo, and I decided to travel because
Siempre le dije a mi abuela que iba
I
a
always
Estados
told my
Unidos.
grandmother I would go to the United States.
Siempre le dije.
It's always. Now, again, I just wanted to bring this to light, to reassure people, to give some people some some insight again into what this actually takes, what the people actually go through, who we're actually talking about when Donald Trump's talking about deporting millions of people, when we're talking about a military coming across the border, when we're talking about an invasion of people, right? You have to know who you're talking about. You have to know who you're discussing. You have to know how insane and ridiculous it is for Donald Trump and the Republicans to tell you that this is some fucking military force coming here to destroy this country, as opposed to people leaving a terrible situation, putting their life in peril, risking their lives literally to get to this country because of the opportunities here, because of the jobs, because of the ability to create stuff and the ability to have a family, right? And we're losing that slowly. Actually, we're losing that rapidly in this country. But still, as bad as it is here, it's still fucking 50 times better than anywhere these people are coming from. They want to come here and work. They want to come here and live. They want to come here and contribute to society. They want their kids to have a better life. They want their kids to grow up with the opportunities that are afforded to people like us in the United States. So I appreciate you guys. Let me see if I can thank everybody for their contributions to the channel. I'm sorry. I know that was a little different than what we normally cover. But again, I think it was a good break from Elon, a good break from Donald for a little bit, a good break from the insanity of tariffs and Mike Johnson shutting down shit because he doesn't want fucking pregnant women to be able to vote in the hospital and shit. I think it's good for us to get an all around view, to have knowledge of each of these areas so that we can speak extemporaneously about the subject. When somebody tells you, oh man, look at the southern border and all these military age men coming through and all these, fucking militants, you now can say, look, I've seen the people that have making this trek. I've seen the thousands and thousands of families, the people that have lost their lives on the trek, the people that have lost family members, broken legs, limbs, lost people, gotten robbed, gotten shot, gotten killed, fallen off the train. I think it's good to know these things. I think it's good to have, the all-around perspective and not just singularly focus on Elon Musk or Donald Trump or the Republicans in general. To have some compassion, some empathy, some humanity towards people that are put in the worst of situations that you could possibly think of, doing things that you or I couldn't possibly imagine doing on our best fucking day. And they're doing it 7 months pregnant or with their 3 kids at the cartel's mercy, getting robbed and extorted on the way, only to be turned around and denied, or to be given asylum and then be sent back to a country they're not from because Donald Trump doesn't like the way they look, or ICE doesn't like their fucking tattoos. Fuck you. I will stand up for these people. I will stand up and fight for any single fucking one of them. Just like I will stand up and fight for you guys. Just like I will stand up and fight for the LGBTQIA. Just like I will protest and get my fucking voice out there. Just like I'm doing right now to make sure that people know what's actually going on. So, all right. What was the show's name again? His name is Bald and Bankrupt. Bald and Bankrupt is the channel name. He's got 4.3 million subscribers. That video has 5.4 million views, and it was a year ago. It was posted on, let's see here, December 1st, 2023. It's got 5,494,363 views. So again, it's not like I'm revealing some hidden YouTube video that nobody's seen before, but I bet not a lot of you have seen that side of people when they say, oh yeah, we're coming from Venezuela for a better life. Sounds easy to say, right? Sounds really easy. And you're thinking, wow, they probably flew here, they probably fucking caught a bus, so they probably took a taxi. No. Negative. And this just is on top of everything else that we're facing from this regime, right? And again, as I said before, you can only push the people so far. We can only be pushed so fucking far. Until we decide to grab our voices, stick one hand on our fucking balls, grab them as hard as we possibly can, and take the hits that are probably going to have to come our way, right? Sacrifices are going to have to be made. Right? You may have to sacrifice a day or two at work. Right? You may have to show these companies that, listen, we hold the power. If I don't show up to my fucking 9 to 5, you don't make your billions. Your jet doesn't get off the fucking ground. Your fucking third yacht doesn't get fueled with fucking gas, right? And it's just, how far we're willing to be pushed. Because right now we're getting fucking manhandled and manipulated by the most idiotic regime, a kakistocracy like we have never fucking seen before. Again, April 2nd, 2025, a day that will live in infamy, when the United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by its own fucking president. The second country in the history of this fucking world to impose economic sanctions on its goddamn self. Donald Trump just told Brexit to hold my fucking beer. So, all right, let's get you guys out of here. I appreciate you guys. Make sure I can thank everybody that should be thanked. And thank you, Laurie, for the question. Let's see here. Kate, thank you so much. I do appreciate you very much. And if I'm not mistaken, that is $1.99, or as it should be said, almost €2. Or is that a pound? I always get it wrong. I think it's euro. I always get it wrong. Thank you, though, Kate. I do appreciate you. WW, sorry, I don't want to skip anybody. WW, thank you for being here for 13 months. I very, very much appreciate it. Greetings, gang. Grace and peace right back at you. Joy Eldred, thank you so much. Thanks for not pulling any punches, Brian. I try not to. Joy, I appreciate you so much for being here. I appreciate your $20 contribution. That is very, very nice of you. It goes a long way to help the channel. So thank you so much. Let's see here. Rachel, book was eloquent. Cruz read green eggs. Thank you for the $2, Rachel. I appreciate that. Let's go, Cory Booker. That said, spiteful Schumer shouldn't be saying the American people are proud of anything after what he did. Again, there's, I'm back and forth. I gotta say, I'm back and forth on that one. The problem is the politicking, right? Either way you slice that fucking ham. Whether you are against him voting for what he voted for, or whether you're for him voting for this year, right? The politicking is what not was done. He came out and said he wasn't going to vote for it. Then it was. He did not accurately or adequately communicate to the American people his stance or why shit was happening. Or, he did not accurately or, like I said, adequately put the blame on the right people. Right? Make sure that the American people know that this is because of Republicans. This is because of this is because of Donald Trump. Excuse me. So it was the politicking in that point, and there's arguments on both sides to be made. There's good points on both sides to be made, I think. I think the American people were ready for a fight, and that was our opportunity, right? Or that was at least one opportunity. But again, that did come with some risks, some consequences, and some things that may have been worse off than where we were. So again, I'm back and forth on it, but my problem still stands with the fact that he did not correctly and adequately politic and get the messaging out there to relate to the people exactly why he was doing what he was doing. And the example is the fact that he could only get 9 other Democrats to sign on with him, right? So thank you very much, Austin. I appreciate you, brother. Let's go. Laurie King. Thank you so much, Laurie King, for becoming a new member. You too can become a channel member for $1.99. It's $1.99. If you got Amazon Prime on Twitch, doesn't cost you a dime. It's fucking great. I don't even know if you can do that yet. You probably can't. I'm wasting my breath. But, sounds good, at least. Thank you, Laurie. Allie, thank you so much for the 2. Brian, you should link up with Cliff Cash. Who is Cliff Cash? Don't know who that is, but I shall look him up. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Allie. Let's see here. Rachel's back with any thoughts on last minute Boston Brian Charles. You meet up this Saturday if there's any interest. I said help game organizers come from Western Mass. Like I said, we got to get the plans in action. I got to figure out where I'm going, how I'm getting there, that type of stuff. And we'll get that all worked out. So Yakov, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the 1 gifted membership. Appreciate your support and your generosity as always. Thank you, buddy. Let's see here. 7 Dust. Let's go. I used to love them. Thank you for the 1 gifted. Appreciate that. Now, I wonder if that's the real band. Imagine that was the real band. That'd be pretty cool. Hold on. Now I got to look. Fuck, it's been so long. Yeah, that is what I meant. Let's see here. Denial, right? Yep. Let's see here. Can you guys hear this? Hopefully not. I don't want to get copyright. How you make All right, my bad. Sorry. I could have rolled with that all night. All right, thank you, Yvonne. Appreciate you. The Trump regime and the administration that all share 2 brain cells that happen to be fighting for 3rd place. Does anyone else hear tumbleweeds blowing in the desert breeze? Thank you so much, Yvonne. I appreciate that. Appreciate the 20. Thank you so much. Sheldon, thank you so much for the 1 gifted. Thank you, Yvonne, for the 10 gifted memberships. You guys are fucking saints. The both of you. Thank you so much. Tony, thank you so much for the 99 cents. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate that. Vicky, LOL, what a freak. He is a trust fund kid. Let's see. Elon, was that about Elon? I forget. Did I show Elon in there? I don't even remember anymore. I kind of black out during these shows. That's what happens. Jeff, thank you so much. Donnie, the Diaper King needs his nappy change. Jesus. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Austin, again for the 1 gifted. Thank you, Rachel, again. Did you see Rebecca Watson's video what's it say? Video reprotest? I did not. Video reprotest. No, I have not. We'll have to check that out as well. Marianne, thank you so much. Very, very generous of you to be gifted 10 memberships. That is so awesome. And anybody that's been gifted a membership in the chat, please make sure you reach out and say thank you to the person that donated to the cause, to the show. That would be fantastic. They deserve that at the very least. So thank you very much, Marianne. That was very nice of you. Let's see here. Edward, $5. Thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. Appreciate you, Eddie. Let's see here. Sally's been here for 11 months. Let's go, Sally. Love the Boston Bride SignalGate rant on Sunday. Never forget. Thanks, Brian. Well, I appreciate you. I very much appreciate you. And like I said, half the time, I don't remember what I said on the show. So I hope it was good. I'll have to go back and watch. Rep McGovern call for general strike at Town Hall, right? Saturday. I think that's what you were talking about on that one. So I appreciate the 2, Rachel. Jim, let's go, brother. He put a 10% tariff on Heard the McDonald's islands. The islands are uninhabited. Yeah, I heard that. Well, you know, what are you gonna do? Case of crab. Maybe your crab wants to do some business. Got to be some fucking. he's fucking he's tariffing fucking hermit crabs now. Jesus Christ. Ricky, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. You are a saint. I really do appreciate you guys. Rosanna says, we are the resistance. She is absolutely right. It is down to you and me and your neighbor and my neighbor and everybody else around us to step the fuck up. It really is. So thank you so much, Rosanna. Thank you so much, Sally. Thank you for bringing the compassion, Brian. There, but for the grace of God regarding immigrants. You're very welcome, Sally. I appreciate it. Like I said, I just want to shine a little bit of light on, you know, the peril that these people actually face before we even before they're even a thought in our brain, right? We're not thinking about that. We just see the images of the people at the border, and you know, they made it. They probably got here really. No. They risked life and limb to get to that point. Life and limb. Thank you, George. Jorge. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for becoming a new member. Sheldon, thank you so much for the 1 gifted. Jim's back with the 1 gifted. Nordez, fucking 10 gifted. You're a saint. Appreciate you, Nordez. As always, seems to be a showly ritual, we'll call it. Thank you, Nordez. Groovy show as always, Brian. Thank you, big dog. Appreciate you, buddy. Woof, woof. Appreciate you, man. Let's see here. Greg gifted 5 memberships because he's awesome. Petrazi sent in 10 because he, both of them. I don't even know. Beautiful cat, though. Petrazi, what's your first name? I want to know real names. That's the problem. Screen names are too tough to read. You never know who's who. But great content tonight, Brian. Thanks for the eye-opener. You are very welcome, Petrazi. I appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate your support. JD, thank you so much for the super sticker. You saint you. Let's see here. Carol DeBrio says $10 at Rachel Mines Festers. Let's see here. JD back. If empathy is a sin, burn me at the stake. I'm in right with you. I will be torched right next to you. Let's see here. Flipper. Brian, you have such a big and pure heart. Oh, I wish you could broadcast every day. Your voice can touch and motivate people from all sides of the political spectrum. Keep it up, brother. Well, that is fucking incredibly nice of you to say. Just very kind words from you for Full Player. I appreciate that. I really hope that's true. And again, the goal is to get enough support from you guys, to get enough people watching, to get enough people sharing and liking and subscribing, throwing in emojis, throwing in super chats, to do exactly that, Flipper. To do exactly that. I would love for you guys. Well, actually, I would just love to be able to call this shit out every day, period, right? But that's the goal. I appreciate you guys. Again, I'm trying to go from coast to coast in anybody that can help, and any help, especially this month. You know, because things are happening, and like I said, any help is very much appreciated. So thank you so much, Flipper. Thank you for your kind words. Victor, thank you much. The Third Reich, coined by London poster artist. That's amazing. Thank you, Victor. Thank you so much for your contributions. And to round it out, Marsha throws in 10 to say thank you, Brian. I appreciate you. Well, you guys are just fucking flipping fantastic, is what you are, every single one of you. And I know that every single one of you is here to fight. Proverbially, and politically, you know, to make sure that we are not stomped on like we're getting stomped on, right? And this goes back years, right? This has been happening for years, where the lower and middle classes have just been squeezed and squeezed and squeezed, while the wealth inequality grows and grows and grows, and the richer get richer, and the billionaires become more prevalent. And now they're running the government, while we sit here and, like I said, starve and try to put fucking food on the table and pay rent and get kids to school. And so it's on us. It's on us. I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't, George. It's late. I've worked all day, right? It's almost 11 o'clock. I've been going since 5:30. Give me a break. Give me a break. I'm no pacifist. What they used to call him? Conscientious objector. Anybody ever watch Foyle's War? Man, I'm showing my age here. I'm showing my age and how dorky I am and the shit that I want to watch. That is like a fucking obscure British series from fucking the early 2000s. Well, I thank you, Tanya, so much. Please go get some sleep. I'll let you guys go. I got to get out of here anyway. I'm way over time. I apologize. I always get the show in at the right time, and then I forget I have to thank people, which always takes more time. I have to start adding that time in, and I apologize because there's so many people to thank because you guys are so generous and awesome and perfect. But that's good. The more it grows, the more we get our voices out there. So I'm gonna let you go. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Shit, I don't know what's gonna happen now. Anything is possible. Any fucking thing is possible. I hope it works. But yeah, just one thing to Donald Trump, JD Vance and Elon Musk, Mike Waltz, Tulsi Gabbard, Kash Patel, Stephen Miller, fucking that guy that brings out Donald Trump's executive orders. I think it's fucking Stephen Miller's little brother with hair. I don't know. To all of you guys, just wanted to say,
go fuck yourself.
All right. What you're doing is you're pushing this country further and further and further. And at some point, it's just going to snap and the revolution begins.
Hence the name. Movement. It moves a certain distance, then it stops, you see. A revolution gets its name by always coming back around in your face. You tried to kill me, you son of a bitch. So welcome to the revolution.
All right, guys. So welcome to the revolution. Let's fucking go. I'll see you guys Sunday. Until then, take care. I love you. I appreciate you. Have a great night. Thank you, guys. I'm Boston Brian.
pudding in my underpants.
I'm standing up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis.
You got a little chubby going there.
He says, wrecked him, damn near killed him.
You're a nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat your... Gettysburg, what an unbelievable battle that was, the Battle of Gettysburg. What an unbelievable, I mean, it was so much and so interesting and so vicious and horrible and so beautiful in so many different ways. It represented such a big portion of the success of this country. Gettysburg, wow. I go to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania to look and to watch.
No words, I have the best words. But there's no better word than stupid.
Vagina. Army manned the airport. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had to do. No, get those lights off. Off. Turn them off. They're too bright. Turn them off.
What the fuck is happening? Why doesn't it fucking work? All right.
What's going on here, folks? I really don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why that doesn't work. Why does it cut back to me? I don't know why it cuts back to me. The buttons are pressed. I pressed everything I should have fucking pressed, and I don't know why it's happening. I don't understand. I don't understand. What is happening? Why does that do that? Fuck me.
Why does it keep happening like that? I don't know, Sonny. It does not work, and I can't figure it out because I'm like 93 years old, really. I could probably get my grandfather to make this work, but clearly I can't do it. So I'm just fucking out of here. I'm just out. That's it.
I'm out. I'm out. Bye. Fuck it. We'll do it live.